so my poor kitchen and dining room was taken over, but there's all of our furniture, and there's boxes over there from cleaning out Gilbert's office and just things we need to throw away in general. But good news is my dishes are done, but yeah, let's sweep and mop now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rachel, and I'm so excited for you guys to see today's video. In this video, I am redoing Gilbert's office, and I'm also redoing our living room. I'm so excited because we have lived in this apartment probably like 10 months now, and honestly, this room has been a complete disaster the entire time. It has been just all storage. We had our old Christmas tree in here for like 8 months, and it's just been honestly pretty disgusting. So we ended up, Gilbert used to have his office in our dining room table just because we all like to hang out as a family. Now he has a full-on computer instead of just a laptop, so we really needed a better space to have that. So we decided to clean out our second bedroom and really make this another living space for him, and it turned out beautiful. We ended up taking our old rug out of our living room and putting it in here so that way we have just another family space that we can all come and hang out, and Penny's absolutely loved it. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. And also, our living room got a revamp as well. We obviously took that rug from the living room and put it in the office. And so we had to order a new rug for the living room, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's absolutely beautiful. I got it off of Amazon, and I was actually really surprised on how affordable it was. So you guys get to see that today. I'm just so excited to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe. It does help our little family, and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm missing a few furniture pieces in here to begin with, but that's okay because I was gonna redo all this anyways. So I wanna put my new rug out, but I wanna clean everything out of here first and give it a good sweep and mop and just really just get everything out of the space to make sure it's deep cleaned. And then I am going to reorganize it.
Afraid, emotions getting in your way. Afraid, but why you let me fall in love if you're afraid to commit? And don't call me in the middle of the night and say that you're not able to be loved. That's not right. No.
Alrighty, this is my new rug. Don't mind the dirty socks over there. That's just where we're at right now. But I'm so excited to unpackage it. Look how gorgeous it looks. Okay, so my poor kitchen and dining room was taken over, but there's all of our furniture, and there's boxes over there from cleaning out Gilbert's office and just things we need to throw away in general. But good news is my dishes are done. But yeah, let's sweep and mop now.
Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. I'll be around. Yeah. You're not scared of love, just scared of love. Alright. Alright. Enough. Just tell me if you want
let's just say I'm freaking embarrassed. That was so nasty. But I took my broom and got all of the overhead cobwebs, I guess you could say, out of the ceiling. I took it to, we have like a built-in wall, if you guys can see it in the video. And I took my broom on that, or like a little built-in shelf, I mean. And I took my broom on that to get all the spiders and all the dust off of that as well. And then we have these, I think they're really pretty actually, these white built-in like molding, or I don't really know, I guess. I think it's called crown molding, but it's not crown molding, so whatever, like a built-in, there's a word for it, but I can't, it doesn't come to me. But anyways, I took my broom and I got all the dust off of there as well, so it's looking a lot pretty. In the corner over here, I actually had Gilbert spilled my wax heater, or my wax warmer, I guess, and it got all over, so we've been slowly but surely cleaning that up, and it just keeps dusting. I know I need to just take like a credit card or something to it, but every time I think of it, I just forget, but whatever. So with having hardwood floors, sweeping, honestly, you get a lot of dirt off, but when you go to get it in the dust can, you always miss a little bit of it. So I have my Swiffer here. I'm just gonna take one of these dust pads to it before I mop, and that way I can just make sure that everything's clean and dusted. And then once I get all my furniture set up as well, I'm going to dust that. And then I think I need a Windex, my TV. I had my nephew over, and he's so stinking cute, but he's 2 and he put his grubby little fingers all over the TV screen. So if you look closely, we have fingerprints on that, which is so nasty. But we're gonna get everything cleaned up today and organized. I've been on like a little like cleaning spree the past month. I've done the dining room, I've done Gilbert's office. After this, I would love to get my hands on my bedroom, just because Penny is a little bit older now. So she was using a swing to sleep in. Well, let's just say she freaking hates it now. She back arches and throws herself into a fit if she's in it. And then we have a pack and play set up that I've been trying to get her to sleep in since ever, I guess. And she likes to lay in there when I make the bed, and that is it. She thinks it's like devil scent, basically. So she doesn't sleep in it. I got new sheets, I got a new mattress pad for it, everything. She hates it. If she's not being spooned by Mom, she's not sleeping. So she's actually taking a nap right now, which is kind of shocking because I'm not in there with her. But I did lay down with her for quite a bit to get her to sleep, and then I snuck out. And this is the longest she's slept in like forever. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, I want to try to get this done before she wakes up. I just want to say how embarrassing. That's freaking disgusting. You guys see all the dirt and hair and nasty. And that was after I swept the entire living room. So I'm glad I did it. It wasn't a waste, I guess, but now I need to mop. For my mop, I'm still using my Swiffer, but I'm using these Clorox Sentiva wipes. They smell so good. This is coconut, Pacific Breeze and coconut, and it's bleach free. So normally when I clean my bathroom, I use Clorox, and obviously it does a really nice job, but it smells so bad. So when I saw these and it was bleach free, I wanted to try it, and let me just say, it makes sure our entire house smells so good.
Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah. Cuando esas caricias tocaban toda tu piel. Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, soñé que me querías, pero no es cierto. Solo lo haces pa' que yo esté contento. La chispa de la llama se apagó lento. Cambiamos mentiras por juramentos. Sabía todo de ella, pero ahora ya no lo sé. Siempre ha estado tan bella. back down and let a hole drown. Siento que ya no te tengo, o al menos yo no tu amor.
This was after sweeping and dusting, and then this is with my mom. So not nearly as bad as like the dusting, but there's still hair on it, which is so gross. You would think that would get all taken out by the duster, but it doesn't. And so I still have lots of dirt on there, not as much as I thought, to be honest, but and hair and just nasty, but it's nice. These things are so wet though, and damp that I was able to do my entire living room. Mind you, I live in like a smaller apartment, so it's not huge, but I only needed to use one of these for my entire living room, so that's really nice. So now I'm gonna bring in back my big furniture before I roll my rug out, just so that way I can have like a really nice surprise, just because I'm obviously more excited to do it that way. So I'm gonna first bring in my entertainment center. I think what I want to do is put it in this corner diagonally. We had it in the opposite corner before a diagonal, and that was really pretty, and I liked that. But we had it this way during like Christmas time, I think, and Gilbert designed that, and I thought that was just so cool. So I think I'm gonna do that. That way I have room for the bouncer, and then hopefully like on this back wall here, we'll put the couch, but I'm gonna just play with it and see how it goes, and then if I like it, I'll keep it, and if not, I will rearrange it.
Took a bite and now I'm filled up. I don't know where you are tonight. 'Cause you're right, I've been starving and now I don't know what to do tonight. But I've been feeling like you're pretty easy to like. When your body is closer to mine, you got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving this? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire.
Yay, no more little boy hands. Look how nice that looks, so shiny. Now I'm just gonna take my Method all-purpose cleaner and then just give it a little dust. The TV and around just the entertainment center in general. This stuff smells so good.
You're pretty easy to like. When your body is closer to mine, you got me feeling like there's no one other than you who can make me lose my mind. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire. What are the odds we end up loving this? Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire, fire, fire.
Alright, look how nasty that is. It's so gross, but it's done. It looks good. Our little princess is woken up and she's gonna help Mama rearrange the living room. Everything's all cleaned up. I just need to finish putting the couch in, and then I am going to unroll the rug. So yeah, I think that's next. And then just little minor, like putting little decluttering things away. But yeah, Penny, you excited? You get a new rug plan. Yeah, such a big girl.
Spending every minute together. I found it quite odd, quite lovely. You start me up like no one has ever could. You fuel my fire, fire. Let's keep this fire alive, fire. Let's keep this fire alive, fire, fire.
This is a really sad moment for me. I have had this pillow since I was 19 years old. It was my first summer of working on Mackinac Island, and I paid way too much money for it when I was only 19. Like, I think I paid $60 for a throw pillow just because back then when you're making so much money, it's easy to do, but it's so dingy and it's just time for it to go. So I'm actually throwing it away, and I am replacing it with this fun little rainbow pillow here I got from Five Below. It was only $5, so it's quite a steal compared to my little $60 pillow there. But anyways, I just gotta cut the tags off, and then it just goes really well with our couch, I thought. So saying goodbye to the old and in with the new. Yay!
Follow me into the night. Without you, I'm falling deeper. Stay a bit longer. Yeah, I just need you to. I just need you to. Stay a bit longer. I just need you to. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while. A simple question. Can I get closer? Just for motivation. Can I be around you for motivation? Just a little while. A simple question. Can I get closer? Just for motivation. I've been alone for what seems like forever. Try to hold it together, but I'm losing my grip. I need someone who can make me feel better. Wrap me up in a sweater, treat my pain with a kiss. Then suddenly you are here, inside my head, everywhere. Where did you come from? I'm wondering, baby, are you made up of for real? Say, can you feel what I feel? 'Cause I can tell if I'm just dreaming. I wish I had a girl like you, and I wish you could be real, but you're not really here. And I don't wanna wake up without you. But tonight is gonna have to do if I'm gonna get with a girl like you. I fade away. Every day you're not with me. Maybe now that you've showed me what love could be like. What can I say? I know it sounds
Overall, Penny approves. You like it, Pete? It's really pretty. I like it. Goes well with my couch. I'm gonna put our other things back.
you are here, inside my head, everywhere. Where did you come from? I'm wondering, baby, are you made up of for real? Say, can you feel what I feel? 'Cause I can tell if I'm just dreaming. I wish I had a girl like you, and I wish you could be real, but you're not really here. And I
really happy with how the rug looks. It is brand new, obviously, so like there are still a lot of like bumps. I don't know if you guys can actually like see it or not, but and the corners obviously might need to calm down just a bit. So maybe I'll put something heavy on those for now. That way it can all get even. But overall, I'm really happy with how it looks. In the future, I would love to like replace this little cube organizer and maybe put that in our room just for additional storage, and maybe put like a white entertainment center there. I think that would look really pretty and complement the room nicely. And I would love to hang more art. I actually just did this on a whim. I took one tack and put a penny up on the wall there with a canvas, and it held up really nicely. So overall, I think it's really nice. It's more room for Penny to play and crawl. She's not crawling yet. She's almost 7 months old, and she hates tummy time, so it might be a minute before she gets started. But overall, she needed a little bit more space eventually, so within the next few months, she'll have a little bit more room to crawl and play on. Good morning, guys! So we just got done with breakfast. I fed Penny some oatmeal with blueberries and bananas, and she absolutely loved it. She kept going, mmm. And I actually got her like this little like feeder spoon, I guess you could say. It's for baby-led weaning, and so she gets to hold it herself, and she was just having the best time ever. And of course, she was absolutely covered in blueberries and bananas and oatmeal and completely blue. And so I had to wash her bibby this morning and all the oatmeal supplies, obviously. And she just went down for a nappy. We went on a little walk after breakfast, and we went around, I think we went like 2 or 3 blocks down the neighborhood and then came back, and it's so nice. It's, the past week it's been like high 80s, almost like low 90s here in Michigan. And in Michigan, we're in like the Great Lakes Basin, so it's almost 100% humidity. So that's kind of why like my hair's a little bit crazy, but anywho, so she's just been so hot and sweaty, and today it's only, when we went on our walk, it was 63 degrees out, and so it's just been such a pleasant morning. We have all of our windows open. I accidentally picked a apartment that didn't have any air conditioning, so we've been living with the windows open, and it has been so hot. Our apartment, I think the highest it's been in here got up to 82 or 83 degrees, so that mixed with humidity is just kind of like a nightmare. But in here it's only 75 right now, which is so cool compared to what it has been, and it's just so breezy outside. So she's napped so well. She is in the bedroom right now, and she's been in there for over an hour now. So anyways, I'm taking advantage of this time to just get everything done. Normally I like to save my dishes until the end of the day just because it does take so long, but since I only have a few and she is sleeping so well, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the kitchen. I also am gonna take out the trash because that is full, and then tidy up my dining room and take care of these boxes. Gilbert just recently built a new computer. He was so good at it. He's such a tech nerd, and I'm so grateful for him. So anywho, we have all these boxes to get rid of, which are so many, and I have a diaper box and just some old camera equipment boxes that when we cleaned out our office, we decided those need to go in the garbage as well. So anywho, we have lots of boxes to take care of, and then hopefully I can just tidy up my living room. Later today, I really want to start doing our bathroom. Our bathroom is pretty little, but I bought some new cleaning spray that is bleach free because I was using Clorox, but the bleach in our tiny apartment with no ventilation in the bathroom was it was really harsh on like everybody really. So I decided to switch up our bathroom cleaner, and I bought the Method bathroom cleaner, and it's bleach free, and hopefully I haven't used it yet, so today will be my first time using it, but I'm gonna be cleaning the bathroom out. We're really excited because Gilbert's family is actually visiting next week, so I really want to take this time to really get our apartment all set and really deep clean for them, so that way it's nice and cozy and very clean, and just, yeah, make sure they're comfortable with staying here. We did just redo our living room and our second bedroom into an office, so I'm excited for them to see that. But depending on how much I can get done today, I would really love to get started on my new pantry organization and then also my fridge organization, but we'll just have to see how that goes, and if I have time to do that, that might be in a later video. So let's get started on these dishes because there's not that many, but they still need to be done. Along with not having AC, I also picked a place that has no dishwasher. So you get to see me do these all by hand because I didn't plan well when we were apartment shopping.
We're the good part, we never fake it. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that. Kinda like it like that. Spinning like a broken record. For a player, you don't know that many major chords. We hang out and then you get bored, and you leave me here like I'm your landlord. You come back and say I'm sorry, boo, and I know you never mean it, gets you in though. Did you call me 'cause you had to? 'Cause you know I'd throw your suitcase out the window. I don't need you here to feel good. No, I'm not angry, I got better things to do. Tell your friends I will be just fine. Don't need no therapist, there's nothing like wine. So you're burning with desire. You sure know how to set a girl on fire.
But this morning I was very ambitious and I actually started the crock pot over here. I am making some shredded chicken tacos tonight, and we're gonna do like a kind of like a fajita bowl, I guess. We're gonna do rice on the bottom and then the shredded chicken, and then I'm gonna saute up some peppers and onions to go on top, and then I'm gonna sprinkle it with some cheese and some salsa and just have like a little fajita bowl. So Gilbert is recently gluten-free, so I'm trying to think of different gluten-free options for him, and I think this one would be really tasty just because we do love fajitas. Normally we do corn tortillas, but I've been feeding that man so many corn tortillas lately, so I'm trying to give him a break from that, so hopefully he'll like this. But for my chicken fajita meat, I did a little Italian dressing just because he is half Mexican, and he taught me that if you add a little bit of oil to the chicken, it really tastes a lot more like when you're at a Mexican restaurant. So, and he's also trying to do a little bit of low sodium diet as well, so I'm trying to not add any salt to anything extra. So we did the Italian dressing, which I know has sodium in it obviously, but I'm not adding any like white salt. But Italian dressing, a lemon, Tabasco sauce, jalapenos, and then a few cloves of garlic. And I'm gonna let it cook all day. We're gonna have pizza for lunch just because it's not gonna be done in time. But for dinner, we're gonna have this, and so I'm gonna let it cook all day and shred it at the end, and then just top everything kind of like a toppings bar. So I hope that's really gonna be good. But I have the crock pot going, so I was super ambitious this morning and got that going as well. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments below what your dinner plans are tonight and any really good gluten-free options that you can think of for me to feed Gilbert. So obviously we have a lot of work to do with taking care of all these boxes and cleaning out the dining room and taking out the trash. It's just been one of those catch-all spaces right now with redoing our office and our living room, which both turned out really great, and I'm excited for you guys to see those videos we did of that. But we do live in an apartment complex, so when we were redoing the office, we discovered a lot of our camera equipment, old boxes that we were just storing just in case, I guess, and in case we wanted to sell it or keep it. And we decided that we were going to keep everything. So we have a lot of these boxes that just aren't necessary to store, that we need to throw in the garbage. But since we live in an apartment, we want to make sure that we break them down and almost kind of hide them just to be safe, I guess, because we do live on the bottom floor and you just never know. We don't want any break-ins or anything of that nature. So we are going to break them down and kind of hide them, and then that way it takes up less space in the garbage as well. And then our dining table was just kind of a catch-all during everything. So it has a lot of little things that just need to be put in their proper places that got kind of neglected when we were doing our little renovation. So I'm gonna get started. You guys will have to let me know what your #1 catch-all space is in the comments. Ours is unfortunately the dining room table, just because we don't necessarily eat here that often. But some people have a drawer or a cupboard. Ours is definitely the dining room table. So let me know in the comments below. I'm just using my Method all-purpose cleaner spray to spray down my table. I think it smells really nice, and that's why I like to use it. But I actually dropped it the other day. I dropped it and this part up here totally smashed. So this is actually from an old Lysol bottle that I put on here, and it's working okay so far. So my bottle's almost gone anyways, just because when I dropped it, half of it jumped on the floor. And so I had it up to here and now it's down to here. So I'll have to get a new one anyways, but for now this just works. Super happy that I got this done. It looks way better and the candle made it smell so good in here. I just got this pretty little candle at Walmart. It was like $4 or $5 and I have 2 of them. I have one here and then one on my stove that you guys saw me light earlier. But we are getting ready to renovate this table. We do live in an apartment, so we needed something small and it's just the 3 of us here. But I would love to get your guys' recommendations and ideas on what you guys think we should do. So I was thinking maybe of just sanding it down and getting it to its natural color of wood, and then maybe just putting like a lacquer on it. Or do you guys think we should paint it white or keep it dark? So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions. Also, we're gonna be reupholstering these seats. They are hideous and I can't wait to get rid of this fabric, but I would love to know what kind of print you guys think we should do and also what color scheme we're going for. When we renovate the table, I also kind of want to put up a little bit of decoration here on this back wall that's just plain right now. I'm kind of like torn on what I want to do back there, so let me know what you guys think and I'll take some of your suggestions and do the table. So hopefully that'll be coming soon, but I gotta think of what I want first before I get started. We obviously love summertime, but we did pick an apartment complex that didn't have air conditioning, and that was my fault. I picked it and it's whatever, but we're dealing with it. But since we don't have air conditioning, we have to have the windows open all the time just to get the fresh breezes in here. And we've had a lot of fresh produce because it's summertime and everything's in season. So I had some peach peels in here and there are fruit flies everywhere, which is so gross to me, and they're just like buzzing in my face as I was taking the garbage out. But good news is they're gone and they're out of here, and I'm hoping they disappear since there's nothing for them to eat around here. So hopefully that solved that problem.
Of yesterday, don't you wanna go further away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries. We'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air. Look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this a fate? At least now I'm feeling better. I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom?
My little assistant had to go take a nappy, so we had to take a break and go put her down. She only naps if I actually lay down with her and she nurses, and then I have to try to sneak out. So I know that's bad parenting, but that's what works best for our family, so no judgment. So I'm hoping to get all of these boxes done by the time she wakes up. She's only been sleeping like 20 to 30 minutes at a time, but yesterday I actually laid down with her and she took a 2-hour nap. Not good for me because I didn't get anything done, but it was really nice to snuggle our little baby since she's only going to be a baby for a little bit longer. She's almost 7 months now. So anyway, I still got a lot of work to do. Hopefully I can get these boxes done. I would love to get the dining room table done while she's napping, but we'll see how that goes. So.
I see you standing there, a soothing atmosphere. Smell of your aftershave, sweet blossom in the rain. You flip around your hair as if you're unaware, but you should know that I'm looking at you. You make me feel like I'm made of colors, just you and me, ignore the others. Do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause I do.
I'm pretty impressed with myself. I got them down to these 4 boxes. The Loves box, which I actually just switched to with my diapers. I was a huge Huggies stan, but Penny was having so many blowouts and she's ruined so many outfits that I tried to give other diapers a chance, and I actually found that we love Loves, which kind of sounds goofy, but we haven't had one blowout with them. But we switched to those right before she started solids. But now she eats salads, so she doesn't have like those runny poops anymore anyway, so I'm sure I could switch back, but it's hard to switch back because they're just so inexpensive. They are like half the price of all the other diapers, so we'll see if we switch back, but for now they just work for us and we have a ton of diapers left over, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I would love to know what kind of diapers you actually use for your babies if you have babies. I started out with Pampers in the hospital. Then I come to find Loves when she was like a little tiny, like 1 to 3 month old basically, and then at 4 months we switched to Loves, and she's almost 7 months now. So I would love to hear your diaper recommendations and why you love those diapers down in the comments, just so we can try other brands out. I need to take these out to the garbage now, but my neighbor is actually moving out of their apartment right now, so I'm gonna wait until he's done outside, just because it's kind of awkward to keep filling up the garbage can, obviously. My bathroom was so much more messy than I originally thought it was. I knew it needed a little bit of TLC, but I didn't really realize how much it actually needed. But once I started, I just couldn't stop. switched bathroom cleaners, so I was already pretty excited. You know, when you're like little, you get like a new toy to play with and you just want to play with it nonstop. Well, that's kind of how it is when you're an adult now and you get new fun toys like cleaning spray or mops or brooms or a Swiffer or whatever. But I just switched to this Method bathroom cleaner, and it is eucalyptus mint scent, and it's a plant-based cleaning power. And I was a little bit nervous just because I've always used this Clorox cleaner and bleach spray, which works really amazing, but I live in such a small apartment and there's not really a lot of ventilation in our bathroom or in our apartment in general. Like, we always had the windows open, but nothing too crazy, I guess. So when I use this spray, like every time I clean the bathroom, our entire apartment smells like bleach, and it's almost overwhelming how potent it gets. So I switched to this hoping that maybe it would smell less like bleach in here because it is bleach free, but I wasn't really sure if it would clean the bathroom as well as my Clorox bleach. But I will say it did an amazing job. I had a ton of mildew and mold on our ceiling, and I sprayed
you around, stayed away from falling down, but now I hit the ground. You asked me how I've been, now you see that I'm with him. I bet you wish you knew if I'm forgetting about you, 'cause you know I really tried to put my feelings to the side, drifted away into the tide, but now it's baby bye bye. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. I know, let go, let go, let it go. All these people in this crowd think they're all missing out. I guess it used to be me, but now I just wanna leave. I just wanna leave. 'Cause you know I really tried to put my feelings to the side, drifted away into the tide, but now it's baby bye bye. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. Used to be me, now I just wanna leave. Used to be me, now I just wanna leave. Used to be me, now I just wanna leave. Used to be me, now I just wanna leave. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. I know, let go, let go, let go, let it go. You'll never be enough, that's why I gave you up. I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm alone. I got it, I gotta go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions I'll go, running to better times, to better times, to better times. Remember I was laughing.
I watched a YouTube video previously on this spray that a few of the other ladies I follow that do cleaning channels, and they said to spray your items first, like your toilet down and your shower, because I guess it takes a little bit to get started. But I kept spraying it as I went, and I thought it worked wonderfully. It took all the mold off just with a swipe of a sponge. I had my other scrubber brush out just in case. I didn't know if I'd have to take that to the bathroom at all, but I ended up not needing it. This stuff worked amazing. And it smells so good in here. Honestly, it doesn't overwhelm you with the scent in general, but the little scent that you do smell is just so pleasant. So this is a really small bathroom, and I started with the sink originally, and then I moved to the toilet, and then I decided to tackle the biggest thing last, which was our shower. I gave it a good sweep and mop in here, and now it looks beautiful. I finished off everything with Windexing the mirror, and I just feel like that added such, like, almost like when you light a candle at the end of your day, it just made your bathroom smell so good and made it look so sparkly clean. So my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law and my niece are coming tomorrow, and I'm so excited that we just got this bathroom super clean for them, so that way it just feels so homey for their week stay.
Like I'm leaving all the bad stuff. Got an ache inside of me. It's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it? You're like an ocean without land. Not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it. So cold yet warm. When you hold me, when you close, I know I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's
up like petrol. Just trying to take you way up where the jets go. But you didn't notice that. Keep clocking all my hours, I told you that. Work now, play later, but you keep going off on me. Keep texting like it's all on me. Yeah, you're all in my head like you're my forever, not for right now. My day one, you hold me down. Heart cold like the wintertime. Fight for your love, can't slow me down. Don't go far. I take me and you over living large. Know I'll be there wherever you are. Cause you shine bright like a shooting star.
Everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray. A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams, you'll be by my side. When the sun goes down. in the crowd. Just stay with me and make it worth your while. While, while. Make it worth your while. While, while. In sunlight or in the night, I'll make it worth your while. We won't hide in the crowd. Just stay with me and make it worth your while. While, while. Make it worth your while. While, while.
Get over here. Time for your interview. Oh yeah? Alright, so next we have our bedroom and all of our laundry to do. I have so much laundry. I need to wash both sets of sheets. One for us for tomorrow, and then my sister and mother-in-law and my niece are coming. So I need another set for them for their air mattress and our futon. Excuse you. So we're gonna get all of our laundry started. I have lots to do. Normally I would make my bed, but I need to wash the sheets of both sets. So we're gonna wash those and then I'll have to make my bed later in the day. But that's okay, right Mama? So we're gonna get started. It's pretty messy in here. Hopefully I can get this all done probably in 10 minutes. That way I can sort my laundry, and yeah, we'll see how fast I can do it. I also have this huge corner of shoes I need to take care of. When we were doing our office renovation, I took all of our shoes out of the front closet to make room for some of the things that were in Gilbert's office that really just did not belong. So I was gonna put the shoes in our closet, but I just haven't got to putting them in there yet. So it's kind of a mess in here. I need to get rid of this baby swing and the pack and play because Penny sleeps with us. I know that's bad parenting, but it is what it is. And so we need to get the swing back to my cousin who lent it to us, which was so kind of them. But she's done with it. She back arches and screams when she goes in there, so she just likes to sleep with Mama. And then she's never once used her pack and play. We're gonna keep it still just in case. She might use it when she's a little bit bigger, fingers crossed. We just need to clear some space in our bedroom. All these baby things are just taken over here and she doesn't even use them. So it's time to declutter and just get rid of them. But that will have to be for a later day. I just need to get the laundry started and our bedroom cleaned up before our in-laws get here. Hi, Bucket! Hi, Bucket!
I've been dreaming all night, bringing me some inspiration. Never meant to love no one. Love of mine. Love of mine. I used to spend my evenings by myself, you know. Went through every number on my telephone. I thought that all I needed was someone to hold, but I was wrong. I never thought that maybe I needed a friend. You have always been there together till the end. I thought that all I needed was someone to hold, but I was wrong.
The whole 10-minute cleaning did not work out. Penny ended up fussing because she was in the swing just to like hang out. And she cried and cried and cried. Turns out she needed a nap. So I put this little blanket down with her because obviously there's no sheets on our bed to try to take a nap. And long story short, she didn't nap at all. She's in the office now with Daddy playing a little bit. But I wanted to take a little break and show you guys how nasty my floor is. And show you what I found under my bed because there's Penny's clothes and Q-tips all over the place. I don't even know how this stuff gets there, but it does. So I'm gonna show you guys.
feel amazing. Hungry, see. You don't have to like me more, so let the other light speak out. I know it can be frightening to let it go.
I'm gonna be making 2 things for when Gilbert's family comes. I asked his mom what she would like to have or what she's into right now, and she said she doesn't eat a lot of meat, so I wanted to make this vegan chili. I've made it before and it's super delicious. So basically all I'm doing is subbing out the meat for a few extra veggies. So I have a can of diced tomatoes. I have 3 cans of beans. I personally like the Bush's chili beans, which are so good, and I like to do different varieties. So I got a red bean, a kidney bean, and then I got just a normal cannelli bean without chili sauce. That way it's just not so overwhelming with that chili flavor. But I usually get black beans, but for some reason our grocery store had 0 black beans, like not one brand of black beans. So I got cannelli beans. I think they're really yummy anyways, but so I'm gonna drain those and use those. I have a red onion here. A little fun fact is I used to hate red onion. I thought it was so nasty. And then Gilbert, when I was pregnant, was like, you need to be eating more red vegetables. I need to have a smart baby. So I started cooking with red onion, and then I found out I loved red onion. So it's kind of funny. I always thought they were kind of like spicy almost, but they're not nearly as spicy as I thought. And they're really similar to like just a sweet white onion. So we're using red onion. And then a fresh thing of corn. You can use frozen as well, but it's summertime here in Michigan, so we're gonna take advantage of the fresh produce. And then I have a sweet potato and garlic. So my original plan was to just make this last night and throw it in the crock pot overnight. But long story short, I was too busy cleaning the house and just time got past me. By the time I actually had time to do it, it was like 12:30 at night, and I just was not doing that. So I wanted to do it in the crock pot, but we're gonna do it on the stove and then just throw it in the crock pot to keep warm, because we're not really sure what time they're gonna get here. They are traveling with a 3-year-old, so they might take more stops and whatnot, and so I just wanna have it hot and ready for them to eat when they get here. So we're gonna cook it on the stove and make sure the onions are nice and softened, because if I threw it in the crock pot now, I don't think the onions would be as soft, or otherwise I totally would. So anyway, I'm gonna get started with just cutting my onion up first. I think this is a pretty big onion, so I think I'm just gonna use 1/4 of it. Yeah. I don't really have specific instructions, but I think I'm gonna use 1/4 of it. So one thing about me is I cannot cut onions without crying, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of the rest of the onion before I even dice this. And then once that's taken care of, I'm actually gonna rinse this under cold water so my eyes that way I can see basically. So yeah, and if you see this spot right here, I ate lunch right before filming this video, and I had, long story short, I dropped Tabasco sauce on it. I'm like, well shoot, I got Tabasco on my shirt. So I tried to lick it off, and now it's just this big wet blotch. So anyways, I'm super embarrassed about it, but it's just gonna be there for now. So sorry about that. So obviously that gives you a ton of onion. Even though it's just 1/4, it's still so much. So next, we're gonna open our can of tomatoes and just put a little bit of the juice inside a pan so I can soften this up a little bit before we dump all of our ingredients in. And we'll finish cutting our other ingredients up while that's just simmering.
Your heart's made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some. Feel your body losing up the tension. Baby, did I mention I'll be here for you? And my body.
Okay, so next I'm just gonna chop up the sweet potato and the sweet corn while that's getting a little bit soft. And we're gonna rinse our cannelli beans and we're just gonna dump everything into the pan because it's chili, it's a one pot meal. And so that way it'll just be super quick, super easy, and then way less dishes. So, cut that off. I just like these cubes, so whatever size. I like to peel it though, I don't want it unpeeled.
You deserve all the warmth, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I'll get you some. Feel your body losing up the tension. Baby, did I mention I'll be here for you? And my body show you new dimensions. Baby, did I mention this is what I do? Let it go, lose control like you.
The last thing you're gonna add is just a couple of cloves of garlic, depending on how much you like. My family likes a lot, so I'm probably gonna add 2 big ones, depending on how big these bad boys are, but we'll just have to see. I noticed too that like when you're at the grocery store, if you see a little bit of purple on your garlic, that usually means it's a little bit more fresh and a little bit juicier than like the garlics that don't have that. I just noticed that last time I was buying garlic. I always buy my garlic at like Meijer, but I went to Walmart and the Walmart ones were like purple and I was like, okay, whatever. And I got them home and they were the best cloves of garlic I've ever encountered. And so I always shop for the purple ones now. I don't know if that means it's because they're freshly picked or whatever, but it made a huge difference. So I'm hoping that's just the case all the time, but we'll see. Maybe 3. Alrighty, that's it. You got 1 pan of vegan chili. It's gonna be super tasty. I'm really excited. You can always add more jalapenos or anything if you want it a little bit spicier, or actually get a different, another thing of chili beans instead of a regular cannelli bean. But just keep an eye on it, give it a stir, and keep it on low for several hours, just depending on the thickness you like it. I'm probably gonna simmer mine for about, I don't know, probably 2 hours, and then throw it in the crock pot just to keep it warm for when my family gets here. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup, just get the counter all cleaned up, and then the last thing I have for this video is just going to be me folding some laundry. I washed my sheets last night and our additional set, so that way our family has sheets for their air mattress and for our futon. And then I just have a ton of our clothes that need to be folded and put away per usual. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really great making this for you guys. It's really fun for me to make these videos for you guys. It helps my postpartum depression. It's a lot of fun for me to decorate my house and just reorganize. A lot of people turn to drugs or alcohol for like when they're down. I actually turn to cleaning. It's a huge stress relief for me, so I really enjoy making these. If you enjoyed it, I'd love if you subscribed. It really helps our little family. It's completely free. And yeah, I will look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Explain what I'm going through, what is on my mind. Wish I knew what to say whenever I'm close to you. How can I get through to you? You are on my mind, and all I wanna say, but in a clever way, instead of thinking about you, thinking about you. Every single minute, every day, the whole night through. I wanna be with you, say you wanted to. Every single minute, every day, until my life is through. When I am with my friends, I'm witty and eloquent. My phrasing is elegant, but there you were. I've been fumbling for words since I laid my eyes on you. Turned into a silent fool, at a loss for words, and all I wanna say, but in a clever way, instead of thinking about you, thinking about you. Every single minute, every day, the whole night through. I wanna be with you, say you wanted to. Every single minute, every day, until my life is through. Instead of thinking about you, thinking about you. Every single minute, every day, the whole night through. I wanna be with you, say you wanted to. Every single minute, every day, the whole night through. I'm thinking about you, I'm thinking about you. Every single minute, every day, the whole night through. I wanna be with you, say you wanted to. Every single minute, every day, until my life is
Here I am, right in front of you. Look at me when I say I'm sure what I'm doing, so please let me stay till the morning comes and take me away. So please let me stay. Never mind to apologize, our mistakes here and now. Let our love explode. Show me how you do it alright. Are you thinking about us? Are you thinking about us? Baby, look at me now and say that there is no turning back, and maybe we should take it slow, but I won't go unless you want me to, baby. Look at me now and say that there is no turning back, and maybe we should take it slow, but I won't left a stain on you, I'll take it away if you let me stay. Never mind all your principles if you feel this is right. We're here and now, let us not lose precious time. Are you thinking about us? Are you thinking about us? And wanna catch up where we left off? Look around, it is just you and I. We exist in this world right now. So let's keep it this way for a while. I know you want it as well, babe. Look at me now and say that there is no turning back, and maybe we should take it slow, but I won't go unless you want me to, baby. Look at me now and say that there is no turning back, and maybe we should take it slow, but I won't go unless you want me to. You know that I'm the queen of overthinking. It's like we're done before we even started. So if this is the end now, baby, know that I gave it my all. I believe in us, I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us, please don't give up on me. At least give me a try. 'Cause you're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing that I've ever had. You're the best thing, the best thing. You're the best thing. 'Cause you're the As I'm walking to your place, I'm shaking. I am picturing the worst in my mind. I cannot stand losing you. No, I will fight. 'Cause I believe in us, I won't give up on you. I will be holding on for life. Hope you believe in us, please don't give up on me. At least give me a try.
Aren't you tired of the drama? You use your words like they are knives. I don't need that type of drama and trying to be tough all the damn time. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong. I'm ready for the rematch. Shoot me down, don't you know I get up? Yeah, baby, I will fight. No, there ain't nothing stopping me. I'm bulletproof, I won't fall. I'm bulletproof, go on and shoot me down. I will always get up again. You're looking at me so cold. Get over yourself, are you for real? Why are you looking at me so cold? One's love is now we're enemies. You try to make yourself feel better by taking me down. Once I fell, but now I'm strong, I'm ready